We'll start off with Tyler Donahue.
Hey PJ, how you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's time to get sentimental with all you seniors. So I'm just
Yeah.
curious, what's running through your head this week as kickoff approaches, and
Yeah.
anything special out of the ordinary in terms of family, their presence this Saturday?
Nah, nothing special, man. Just kind of taking it all in. Um, just grateful for this opportunity. That's what's really been running through my mind. I kind of don't want it to end, but at the end of the day, I understand. My time here is coming to an end. So for real, just for me, over this next, month, I'm just gonna embrace every day, embrace every opportunity I get to go out on that field, whether it be practice or games with my brothers. Because time's ticking now for real. So, but just trying to enjoy it for now.
Rich Scarcella.
PJ, did you get, or to this point, did you get everything you wanted out of this year? And did it kind of, I don't want to say legitimize your decision, but made your decision worthwhile?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. You know, yeah, it did. It did. I'm blessed to come back. Like, it meant a lot. Just being with them guys, man, in the locker room, it's something like, I wanted to come back and win every opportunity I got. And, just being with the guys each and every day, it definitely made my decision to come back, worthwhile. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Andrew Clay.
Hey, PJ, you guys, this kind of era of college football has been one of the more challenging and unique eras of college football over the last 5-6 years with everything you've endured. How do you really reflect on everything you guys have gone through here as your college career ends?
Yeah, the college football landscape has definitely changed since I got on campus, with NIL and stuff like that. Everything has changed. But, from the inside looking out, I'm saying that locker room doesn't change. The guys who make the team, that doesn't change. So, when you get in a locker room like ours, man, I'm telling you, it's special. Like when I talk about why I came back, this year, like all I can think about is just my teammates, man. I spend all my time with them, whether it's the inside of the building, outside of the building. So when I'm looking at it, Penn State hasn't changed. The locker room since I've been here hasn't changed. The landscape has changed in the college football world, but the guys that we bring in this place, the guys that I've met over my time here, that hasn't changed, and that's why I'm blessed to have came back, and I'm blessed to say I played here.
John McGonigal.
Yeah, PJ, if I could take you back to when you committed back in August 2017, how much did the success of the 2016 season and seeing that success, help you make your decision? That was a 10-win season and everything. And I guess on the flip side, how important is it for you now to kind of go out with a double-digit win season and have that kind of success again?
Wait, can you repeat the first part again? I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, when you committed in 2017 in that summer, that success that Penn State had in 2016 and, getting to the Rose Bowl, New Year's Six game and all that kind of stuff, how much did that success play a part in your commitment and your decision to come to Penn State in the first place? And then in terms of going out from Penn State, how important would it be for you to get to like 10 or 11 wins even?
Yeah, anytime you have a program that's winning, you definitely want to be a part of that. That definitely played a factor. I wanted to be at a program that, the culture was, phenomenal in the locker room, and, they were getting it done on Saturdays, because you don't want to go to a place that losing. Losing isn't fun, and losing definitely doesn't help your program out. But, it definitely factored in a lot because I knew they were doing the right things on and off the field. So, I trusted coach that, when I got on campus, that we were going to continue to do that, and we did that. As far as the wins, this year, man, I'm telling you, I tell the guys all the time, I've been here for 5 years now, and I think we won 9 games in 2018. 2019 we won 11, and since then we haven't even won 8 games. So to be here at 9-2, to get this 10th win, it means the world because we're getting this program trending in the right direction. And the future is bright. So we just gotta we gotta finish this year out strong. That means the most to me, because I came back, and one of the biggest reasons I came back was to win football games, and we've done that this year. Just gotta keep it up, man.
Thank you.
Daniel Gallen.
PJ, last year you had the opportunity to do the senior day festivities, but before that Rutgers game, obviously things were a lot different then. What are you kind of expecting this experience to be like? That experience to be like this year? That's different from last year.
Yeah, it's gonna be much different because I knew there was there was still a possibility I could come back, and I eventually did. This year's gonna be a lot different because I can't come back. I'm all out of eligibility. When the game's finally over, man, it's gonna be. I'm interested to see how I respond. I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling, but definitely just take it all in, man. I really can't fathom right now. I know I'm getting all these questions about how it's gonna feel and stuff like that, but it doesn't even seem real that this is my last game in Beaver and I only got a month left here because my time here has been nothing short of special, and I don't even know if I'm ready to see it end. I think I am, but when I'm actually gone, I'm gonna miss this place a lot, man.
Joe Smeltzer.
Hey PJ, thanks for the time.
Yeah.
So the Land Grant Trophy, obviously a lot of people have a lot of different thoughts on it. Being somebody that's been a part of several Penn State, Michigan State games, what are your thoughts on the trophy, particularly from a physical standpoint and how it looks?
Yeah, I mean, it looked cool, man. I just want that trophy to be in our building at the end of the week. But it's a great game, great trophy. We did, us in Michigan State. Since I've been here, it's been extremely physical games. Great program. So I know they got the trophy now. We'll line it up on Saturday, and hopefully we can bring it back to State College. But it's going to be a great game against those guys. I love competing them against them, and I know it means a whole lot. I think the trophy looks cool, but that's about it.
Andrew Destin.
Hey PJ, thanks for doing this. I know you still got a little bit of time left in the season with game on Saturday and potentially the bowl game, but looking back on this year, were there any goals that you set for yourself that you reached or ones that you're still looking to reach? And I guess just in general, how would you evaluate your play this season coming back from the injury you had last year? Thanks.
Yeah, just for me, it was all about winning. I wanted, since I've gotten on campus, seeing the success I saw before I stepped on campus, I wanted to take that to the next level and, eventually get another Big Ten championship and a national championship. So that's always been my goal. Because Coach Franklin talked to me about that in the recruiting process, and it kind of stuck with me. I'm like, okay, I want to do that. I want to be a part of that group that brings it back. We didn't get it done, but winning in college football is hard. It's no easy thing to do. And being in my senior season, sitting at 9 wins, that's special. Even though our goal, while we're working out in the off season is not to go 9-2, is to win every game. We're still battling and overcoming stuff. So, hats off to the locker room and everybody who's putting the work in. Just as far as my performance, man, I'm just getting back right each and every week. Each and every week I'm looking on film. I'm like, okay, I'm getting back to where I was. I'm doing some things better than what I was doing before I left, but I'm just getting back comfortable, man, taking them one day at a time. I know personally I'll get back to where I was, whether that's this year, by the end of this year, or even when I'm on that next level, I'll get there. But for real, I'm just focused on this team and finishing this year strong because that's what I came back for, truly.
Tyler Donahue.
PJ, I don't want to say it's a veteran treatment, but because of the scores and because of the depth, you haven't had to play a ton of snaps.
Yeah, year. I know.
I'm curious then what you have observed, because there have been a lot of players that we're going to be seeing on this defense in 2023 and beyond. What do you think about the cultivation of defensive line depth? And can maybe point to some defensive tackles in particular that you think have taken a step forward?
Definitely Kazai, Devon, Hakeem, even Zane. Those guys, and there's a long list of guys. Jordan Vanderberg. Whenever them guys come in, man, it's it's special because when you're a starter and you want to come out, you want to have the trust that those guys can get it done, and those guys have gotten it done all season long. They played at an extremely high level. They're making plays. They're quick. They're doing a great job just fitting in this scheme and doing what they're told. So, I love watching them because I'm like, man, there's some things I can't even do that I watch them and they're doing. So, this defensive line room, it's in great hands. We got a lot of special players, especially at defensive tackle, that are going to help this team get to where, I've always wanted to get to. So the future's bright.
Rich Carcella?
PJ, why has the defense played so well since the Michigan game? And I remember you saying the leading up to the Minnesota game, how important that game was. And obviously the season kind of changed. Even against Ohio State, the defense played well. So why do you think that is? And did you say anything, like get up in front of the team and say anything after the Michigan game?
Yeah. I we usually have our shares on Friday, and I kind of let the guys know. Just that I felt like I could have done a much better job emotionally, physically for sure, but emotionally on the sidelines. As a leader, you gotta, it's tough sometimes being a leader, but at the end of the day, I'm put in this position for a reason. And so I just kind of talked to him, Minnesota, when we do our little hotel shares at the hotel. Just told him, like, this season kind of it has so much correlation to what I was going through in my injury, and just being able to respond, put your head down and work and have to bounce back from stuff. So we've struggled with that in the past here at Penn State. We let a loss linger and it affects us down the road and we never recover. But I told the team, like we have no time for that. We got to bounce back. We got to, we're men, we're grown men, so we can't let obstacles affect us. And yeah, we lost. So what do you do next? And I think my message carried with them, but that's who they are. That's who everybody is. They didn't need my message. They know what it is. And I think that's a testament to the type of guys we have in this locker room. Like, we bounce back from losses and we bounce back from wins, because that's even harder to do as well. So, this locker room, man, is special. It's special. I'm going to miss it. They do a tremendous job week to week, and they're showing up. That's why we're 9-2.
Daniel Gallen?
PJ, you've played a lot of football with Sean, watched Sean play a lot of football. What has stood out to you about how he's kind of, handled what he's faced as a starting quarterback over these past 4 years, and what will you take away from, being his teammate during your career here?
Yeah. Hey, it's it's like it's the man in the arena. It's the man in the arena. Everybody can judge him. You can say what you want about him, but you ain't on that field. You know what I'm saying? You're not in that spotlight. You're not the quarterback. You're not who everybody's looking at, whether we're winning, whether we're losing. So people can say what they want to say, but they ain't out there. Not a lot of people got the guts to do what he's doing. Even when people aren't even cheering for him at his own home stadium. So stuff like that, like, it's a testament to who he is. That's that warrior mentality he's got. He's always showing up. He's showing up each and every day. He's being a tremendous leader, and that's going to pay dividends to him. Pay dividends down the road for him, because that's who he is. That's who he truly is. So I'm just proud to be his teammate. I've learned so much from him, and I think the whole locker room has, and he doesn't even know it. So what he's going through can help guys down the road. So this program's gonna miss him. But just proud of him, proud to be his teammate as well.
Time for 2 more questions. Joe Smeltzer and then Tyler Donahue. Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, PJ. So leading up to the Ohio State game, I asked you what you were doing for the 2021 Ohio State game, being that you were injured. You were in the hospital recovering from surgery, obviously still healing when they played Michigan State a month later. What were you doing for last year's Michigan State game? What are your memories of that game, and how exciting is it for you to be able to play in this rivalry game, which got taken from you last year or so?
Yeah, it's funny. I because I do remember what I was doing. I was eating Chick-fil-A on my couch, man, watching the game. Because I had watched the Ohio State Michigan game, and then I think our game was at 3:30 right after, if I can remember correctly. So just sitting on my couch, man, eating some Chick-fil-A, watching the guys, and hoping we could get a win. But I'm glad to be back out there. We like I said, they're a great team. We went up there, we didn't get the job done. They got to come to us, and it's going to be a great battle. Love playing them guys, and I'm glad I can be out there back with my guys and helping us get to victory again. But like I said, it's not going to be easy. They're a great team, great program. I'm sure they're going to be ready to play. So can't wait to line it up again and not be on my couch.
Final question, Tyler Donahue. Go ahead.
PJ, I just wanted to pick your brain on how this defense is different in Week 12 with Abdul Carter as a central component versus where it was in Game 1 when he was still just a freshman trying to figure things out and earn a role. And what do you think it means for the future of this defense, what the freshman has been able to do in 2022?
Yeah, he's fast. He's got that speed that you don't see it nowhere. So he's done a great job, man. He's ever since I met him, like when we was working out in the summer, and when we were early in training camp, I could see he's a football player. He's all about ball. He's not into anything else but playing football. He's a hard worker too. I really don't think anything he has is just natural capability. He puts the work in. He's football smart as well, which is shocking given that he's a young guy. He's so intellectual when we're in the meeting room as well. And the linebackers tell me too that how smart he is. So, he's doing all the right things. That freshman class, we got a lot of talent, especially on the defensive side of the ball, that they're all doing a lot of stuff. So they're all helping our defense, especially though, he's taking our defense from one point to another. And as he gets better, our defense will continue to get better as well. That's how good he is. And like I said, the future's bright. The future's bright. We got a lot of young guys. I don't know if they're going to be better in that 2018 class, but I do hope so. I want them to eventually get to a national championship. I'm hoping it's next year, get to a Big Ten championship. I tell them all the time I'm going to be mad if they don't, because they definitely got the talent. So hope that the talents, the program's in good hands, and I hope they can get the job done, and I know they will.
PJ, appreciate the time. Good luck on Saturday.
I appreciate you guys.
Thanks, PJ.